Lift off. It ain't nothing to cut the stop frying, don't let it get soft.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington football team and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Stafford now to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted there.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. They go play action with Eason. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down, Cottrell. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Here's Eason off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Akers, he gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Second and 16. Now a give. Akers running left. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try the left side. Cottrell. 74 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just about on his own goal line. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Play action, it's Eason. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Going deep downfield for Ross. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for L.A. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try the left side. Akers. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On the ground, it's Calais. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Eason. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 87 yards.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. John Ross, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. 1st and 10, Eason. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Eason to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On first down, Akers. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a give right side. Cottrell. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Three yards remain for second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll throw on first down with Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give for Henderson running to the right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Play action. Stafford. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
2nd and 11. A give running right is Akers. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 35. 141 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going right back to Akers. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. That After the interception, here's Stafford. Eluding, and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
On first down, Cottrell. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Eason. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Now Eason lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Stafford. And his pass incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Eason sets to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaac Yianum in there to pick it. And the Rams are right back in this football game. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
He is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They'll try the left side. Akers. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Going deep downfield for Ross. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Stafford. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Steps away to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Eason's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, Cottrell. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Eason. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Eason to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, McDonald. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll get a fair amount of yardage back, but now it's 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They snap it to Stafford. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Off play action. Eason. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On second down now, Akers, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Los Angeles, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.